Hey folks, and welcome to Ron's Rants. I'm Ron, and I'm here to rant a little bit. So let's talk about the radical left. You know, the radical left, they hate everything. They hate the facts, they hate truth, they hate the conservatives, they hate police, they hate anyone that disagrees with their point of view. They hate anyone on the right. They hate patriotism, they hate capitalism, they hate free speech, unless it's from their side. They hate our military. They hate our flag. And that's self-evident. You can see it in the streets every day as they're burning our flag and stepping all over it. Pure disrespect for this country. They tear down our statues. They try to eliminate our history. What's next? Burning our books, burning our history books, like Hitler did during the Second World War. Is that what's next? They hate our God. But most of all, they hate America and everything this great country stands for. Country that has given them everything. The country that has given them the ability for free speech, for them to protest, peaceful protest, not riots like what's happening in our country today. You know, they cover their face not to prevent disease from COVID-19. They covered their face because they are cowards. Because cowards burn down buildings. Cowards destroy their businesses in their neighborhoods that their neighbors have worked hard for. Cowards beat up innocent victims that are not doing anything. Cowards pull people out of cars, and so like a pack of dogs, 5 or 6 people beating on one person. And what were they guilty of? Driving down that particular street that they had illegally blocked the street to protest. And when somebody tried to drive down that street, maybe to drive home from work, they were pulled from their vehicles. And they were either beaten and injured very badly, or in some cases, they were killed. No, let me rephrase that. They were murdered. Okay, because that's what it boils down to. These people, they praise and they choose false idols. They choose Hollywood elites, entertainers, politicians, corrupt politicians. You would think they would learn from re-electing these politicians who do nothing for the American people, that have never done nothing for any of them. Where does this generation come from? You know, and I've tried to think about this in my brain. I mean, is there that many of these people that were raised by this many screwed up parents? I don't think so. You know why? I think it came from the media. I think this generation was raised by the media. So every narrative, every lie that's been told, they believe it. They believe that this country is terrible, that they should tear it down and change everything. That's the way they believe. But they choose to follow all these people that are corrupt. And they've become corrupt. So where we differ as conservatives, we choose to love this country. We understand that there are things in our history that we're not so proud of, but we fixed those things. We've abolished slavery, and we fixed a lot of the things that have occurred in this country, our history, that we are not proud of. But we've done so much that's been good. We've done more good than bad. We freed countries from tyranny. But what do we have today in our country? We have tyranny. We have exactly what we've tried to do and to do in this world to make this a better world. Now we have this happening in our own country. And it's from our own people. It's domestic terrorism. It's Antifa. It's Black Lives Matter. These are terrorist organizations. They do no good for the black community, certainly. They are arms of the Democratic Party. And all they do is raise money for the Democratic candidates. The corrupt Democratic candidates. And that's exactly what they are. We choose to support this country, good or bad. We choose to honor our flag that men and women have paid the ultimate sacrifice and given their life for. We choose to stand and honor these, not to kneel like the NFL. We don't choose to kneel. If we choose to kneel, it's for our faith. We choose to go to church. We don't choose to burn down our churches. We choose to honor them. We choose to honor our military. We choose to honor our police and support our law enforcement. That's what we choose. We choose law and order in this country. That's what this country was built on. It wasn't built on the tyrannical leftist government that we have in place, the Democratic Party, who has become a communist party. They're trying to change this country to socialism. What country has been successful with socialism in this world? Every one of them has failed. Every one. And they have this narrative. And I heard something like almost 40 or 50% of our generation today believes that socialism is a good form of government. What does it take? All you got to do is do your homework and you'll find out what's real. But they can't seem to get this through their brain. And I just don't understand it. You know, I do these rants because I care. And I'm a patriot. And I'm a conservative. But, you know, I do it because this country needs to survive. This country needs to remain free. This country needs to have free speech. This country needs to get rid of the corrupt politicians and get back to our values that it was built on. Our forefathers would turn over in their graves if they saw what was happening today. We have a president that has fought this battle alone. He fights it every day. He fights the hatred that's out there. He's not trying to divide us. The past administration has divided us. The politicians on the left have divided us. He's trying to bring this country back. He's proved it. He's kept his promises. We need to support our president because he's the only one with the intestinal fortitude to fight this. You may not disagree. You may disagree with some of the things he says and his rhetoric sometimes. But look at his policies. He's brought jobs back to this country. Our country is more respected in the world today than it's ever have been in our history. Because he's brought that back. Because they know that they can't push him because he is a strong leader. And we need that back in this country today. We need our country back. I'm telling you, folks, this is all going to come to an end. This is going to come to a reckoning. And I can tell you for a fact that the leftists, the Democratic Party, hear me good. You have been warned. You will fall. Because if this country is divided, it will surely fall. I'm Ron with Ron Rants. God bless this country. God bless America. And we'll talk soon. Thank you for listening.